If you are looking for one of those really satisfying fridge restocks or pantry organization videos where everything looks like it came out of a magazine, then this is not the video that you're looking for. If, however, you want to know how a regular real mom organizes a regular real kitchen with a regular real grocery haul, then you've come to the right place. There are two things that I usually do before a big kitchen restock or a big grocery haul. One of them is to try delaying it for a few days and concentrate on using some things up in the kitchen, especially things that have been hanging out in my pantry, fridge, or freezer for a while. I've already done this, as you know, if you watched my last video. So if you are looking for inspiration or ideas or just more information about that particular concept, I'll leave that video linked in the description box below, because I took you through basically a day of me doing this and kind of took you through the process that I am going through when I'm standing in front of my fridge or standing in front of my pantry thinking about how to use things up. And if we have done the first thing well, it makes it easier to do the second thing, which is to clean up or at least tidy up as much as possible in the fridge and the pantry before the new food arrives. The less that's in the refrigerator, the easier it is to clean. So times when we have eaten it down right before a big restock haul is a really good opportunity to clean it up a little bit. It's also good because often there's something we've missed. There's something that's been pushed to the back or things that have spoiled that need to get thrown away. It's a good opportunity to see if there's something that we've forgotten about that is still good that we could use, or maybe a container of an item that we put on our grocery list that we realize now, hey, I already have this, so I don't need it anymore. Usually I will do a quick cleanup of the fridge. I'll just kind of make sure that all the trash is thrown away, that things are gathered in the appropriate spots. I'll wipe down the surfaces as best I can. But every now and then, about once every 3 or 4 months, I like to take all of the bins and containers out of my refrigerator that I can and give them a good scrub down. Anything that I can't take out of the fridge, I'll just take some warm soapy water and wipe down the surfaces. I know I'm late to the party, but is anybody else as obsessed with this stuff as I am? Yes, I know that I am paying a little bit more for less product because this is basically watered down Dawn in an aerosol spritzer. Seriously, I stocked up on this on an Amazon deal. If you can get the green apple scent, I'm telling you, it's divine. If I'm doing that, I'll usually just stick everything I have left in the refrigerator back on the primary shelf, and I'll let all of those containers and bins and shelves air dry while I'm out getting the groceries, and then they'll be ready to pop back into the fridge when I get home with all the food. A few years back, I started putting a few paper towels at the bottom of my fruit and veggie drawers because I find that it catches some of the crumbs and even occasionally some of the icky stuff that might fall down there, like if there's an onion that goes bad or a grape that gets crushed. Instead of it getting smushed at the bottom of the plastic drawer, it just lands on that paper towel and I can replace them from time to time, and it makes it so much easier to clean. And it doesn't have to be perfect. My fridge is not perfect. I'm sure there are people out there who have cleaner fridges or who have better ways of cleaning their fridge or more picture-worthy fridges than mine is, but mine is clean enough and it works fine for my family. There wasn't as much to do in my pantry this time because I've recently done a pretty big pantry cleanup, and we were spending July kind of trying to eat down some things in the pantry and use a few things up. I will say though, definitely time to rinse the sticky bin out. That's what I call this little bin where I keep like syrup and honey and peanut butter and stuff that gets really sticky if we're not careful, so it doesn't get on my pantry shelf. But even if I'm not doing a big deep clean of the pantry before a big grocery haul, I'm usually at least trying to combine open packages of things if it's the same item, move things maybe into a container to make room for things, also wipe down the shelves, make sure that everything is in the proper spot, and at least sweep out the floor. It really doesn't take me more than about 10 minutes or so to do that little tidy up, and it makes a huge difference. And like I said, it's not perfect. I mean, I am keeping my flour in a container that is held together by tape right now. I was going to go out and shop and take you into the store with me, but I decided not to do that because it is tax-free weekend and I just don't want any part of that chaos. So I placed a Walmart grocery order that we're gonna pick up here in a little bit, but first I'm at Sam's. I did a curbside pickup order and I wanna show you some of the things I got. There were some interesting things about this grocery haul that I wanna share. Two things I pick up at Sam's almost every time I go these days ways. Number one, the Fairlife chocolate protein shakes. I know that they're kind of pricey, but if they have them in stock, I usually get a case of them because they are delicious. They're like best in class protein shakes. They taste just like chocolate milk to me. At Walmart, a 13-ounce jar of our favorite salad dressing, the Lighthouse Homestyle Ranch, is $3.98. $4 for a little 13-ounce jar, as opposed to at Sam's Club, where they have a 32-ounce bottle for $5.28. Basically, I'm getting it for about half as much per ounce as I would pay at Walmart if I am picking it up at Sam's instead. And the best by date on this is like 4 months from now, and it will stay fresh in the refrigerator for a long time. We'll definitely use it up before it goes bad. We're big fans of cheese in this house. I'm sure that's a huge shock to those of you who watch my channel and see it in tons of our recipes and meals. We especially love snacking on it, and the best price on Baby Bell cheese is at my Sam's Club. But I was especially interested to try out this package because it has 3 different kinds: the white cheddar, the sharp cheddar, and the Monterey Jack. And I actually haven't tried the Monterey Jack Baby Bells before. The white cheddar ones are my favorite, so I snatched this up. I probably should have grabbed 2 of them. I am making a recipe soon that calls for pita bread, and they did not have a small package of pitas at my Walmart, so I picked up the big package at Sam's Club. There's, I think, 12 in here. They're really super soft. I can't wait to try these out, but I don't think we can eat 12 of them, or will eat 12 of them before they go bad or get stale. So I think I'm gonna take half of them out and freeze them, and then I'll have the other half to use in the recipe that I'm making for dinner this week. I was a little bit perturbed that they were completely out of the Sam's Club brand toilet paper and paper towels. Fortunately, I still have several rolls of paper towels. I'm gonna go through those super quickly so I can wait until my next Sam's Club trip to restock that. But I didn't really want to take a chance with toilet paper. I mean, things get pretty dicey if we start to run low on toilet paper. So I went ahead and picked up this package of Quilted Northern for $21.98. Now the Sam's Club big package of toilet paper usually runs right around $23, like $22.98. So you might think, okay, that's pretty comparable. You're getting just as good a deal, maybe a better deal. But the thing is, this has 32 rolls, 244 sheets per roll, and the Sam's Club bath tissue, the big package, has 45 rolls, 235 sheets per roll. So the price per square foot on this name brand is about 50% more than on the store brand, which is why I preach so often trying to buy generic whenever you can, because typically you're gonna save so much money if you give up the name brand items and substitute house brand or store brand items instead. That being said, I think it's perfectly okay to be brand loyal on a few items, like I am with this Clorox cleanup spray. I use this as sort of a quick solution or between deep cleans on countertops and bathrooms, various surfaces around the house. At Walmart, a 32-ounce bottle of this stuff today would have cost me $4.88. I got this package, which is a 32-ounce bottle, and then a refill jug that is the equivalent to 5 of these, so 6 bottles, for a little over $16. It came out to $2.75 per bottle. So I'm saving over $2 per bottle by picking this up at Sam's Club today instead of purchasing it at Walmart. The last things that I picked up from Sam's were 2 rotisserie chickens, because I'm getting ready to film a video with that as the primary ingredient across several recipes that I think are really great for the end of summer as well. So that, along with quite a few items in my Walmart haul, you're going to be seeing in an upcoming video. So if that is something that interests you, please make sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss a video, and also look out for that video because I think it'll probably be the next one that's coming out on my channel. Typically on the days when I'm filming these big kitchen organization and restock videos for you guys, I just pick up a take and bake pizza in my grocery haul and toss that into the oven for an easy dinner. But tonight, I'm gonna let Domino's do the work, and the best part about it, I'm gonna get it for free thanks to the rewards that I have earned through Upside, today's sponsor. Upside is a free app that you can download from Google Play or the App Store, and there are over 100,000 participating gas stations, restaurants, and grocery stores where you can earn cash back on purchases that you're already making. I mean, I'm gonna put gas in the mom van anyway, so I might as well be earning a little cash back while I'm at it. And the app is super easy to use. When I'm ready, I just open it up, I look at the deals that are available in my area, and I claim one. I go to that place and make a purchase, and then follow the directions for claiming my cash back, which for me are just wait a couple of days because it's connected to the credit card that I'm making the purchase with, and so I don't even have to submit any receipts. In the past few months, just on gas purchases, I've accrued over $30 of cash back. And yes, it is cash. So you can do what I do and trade it in for a variety of different gift cards and get free pizza like I'm doing tonight, or you can just transfer it directly to your bank account. Seriously, it takes me less than 60 seconds to open up this app and claim an offer every time I'm about to fill up the mom van with gasoline, and I've made over $30 in the past few months doing that. But top upside earners are making as much as $300 a month. To find out how much you could earn, click the link in the description to download the Upside app and use the code Mindy to get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first tank of gas. Or you can scan the QR code right here. You can scan this and it'll take you there. I don't know why I'm whispering. I guess for dramatic effect. The teacher in me is saying, point to it again, description box, code Mindy. And thank you again to Upside for sponsoring today's video. I am getting ready to head out the door to pick up my Walmart grocery haul. And we're gonna do this a little bit differently. Instead of laying it all out on the counter and pointing to all the things, I am going to kind of talk through what I purchased, how I'm storing it, and hopefully just, give you some general ideas that hopefully are helpful. Now, about 20 to 30% of our grocery budget we spend on produce. And in the summertime, it's closer to that 30% because there's so much fresh produce that's in season that is delicious. And my produce bins are completely empty right now, so it was definitely time for a restock. But there are a few produce items that I prefer to pick out myself, especially watermelons. So while I was at the store yesterday picking up a prescription, I ran over to the produce section and picked up a watermelon and some cherries and some grapes and a few bananas, because those are items that I really want to choose myself. But the rest of the items I just threw into my Walmart grocery order that I just picked up. One of the first things that I put in my grocery order when I started making it up yesterday was a big jug of vinegar, because I'm almost out. And I use vinegar for lots of different things around the house, but I especially use it when cleaning my produce. There are certain produce items that I'll do a vinegar rinse. So I'll put them in a bowl with cold water and a few splashes of vinegar and just let it sit for about, 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending on what it is. And then I will take it out and lay it on a towel and just let it dry, and then it will be ready to store. With romaine lettuce, a lot of times I'll wait to do the vinegar rinse until the day we're gonna use it, because I find that it keeps pretty well in the refrigerator on its own. But with things like berries, grapes, cucumbers, bell peppers, probably some other stuff that I'm forgetting, a lot of times I will do that when I get home from the store before I pop it into the fridge. I don't actually need ground beef for anything specific in the next few days, but it's one of those things I don't like to be without in my household. So I picked up the 3-pack of the grass-fed 85-15. I think it's a really good deal at my Walmart. I'm just gonna toss these in the freezer. I don't know, ground beef is just such a staple and I can do so many things with it. If I don't have any on hand, I start to be like, I've gotta get that at the next grocery haul. My kids have been really into this strawberry awake. I think it's the great value dupe of the Special K strawberry. I think this is our 3rd box in like the last couple of weeks, so I'm gonna get that into a container for them. If I had shopped in store today, I would have picked up lunch meat from the butcher counter, where I can be very specific about how I want it sliced. I feel like every time I put it in a grocery order, it comes like way too thick and we end up not eating it. So I just picked up the Oscar Mayer cracked black pepper turkey. That's a favorite of ours. We got a Ninja Creamy this summer. I mentioned it in one of my videos and we've had fun experimenting with that and trying different recipes. And one of the things that we have found to be a great sweetener for different ice creams and sorbets is pudding mix. And I was about out of Tide powder detergent. Now, I don't use this to clean my clothes very often. I mean, we'll still use it if we're in a bind and I'm out of all of my other detergents, or if I'm washing something like really, really dirty. I find that Tide works really well. But I use this to clean other things around the house. I put a little in a big bucket of hot water. I use that to mop my floors. I've talked about how I use about a teaspoon with a few splashes of bleach and a big container of warm water to sanitize my countertops. That's common for me. There's nothing like Tide. This is another thing that I am brand name loyal to when it comes to the uses that I use it for. Rapid fire of repeat or kitchen staple purchases. Butter, cheese, green beans, minced onion, oregano, chili powder, cumin. There it is. More cheese, this time in the stick variety. And some more cheese. I mentioned we like cheese, right? Whipped cream cheese, kid favorite. Turkey pepperoni, tortilla chips, basmati rice, quart storage bags, ketchup, soy sauce, and 1 gallon of milk. I mentioned in my summer favorites video from a few weeks back that my husband got a sparkle machine for Father's Day. It is for making carbonated beverages, but instead of using the CO2 canisters like a SodaStream, it uses citric acid and baking soda. And since we have purchased that, we haven't been buying as many canned beverages, but I did pick up 2 cases today of favorites. One is the Dr. Pepper Zero Cherry, and I can't always find that. Sometimes it's not even available in my grocery stores, so when I saw it today online, I went ahead and added a case to my order. And a new favorite for us is a Ginger Ale Zero Fruit Splash. Kind of a mouthful, I guess. It's a lot of flavors that are mixed in, but I'm telling you, it's really, really delicious, and it's a non-caffeinated one. I call these emergency lunches. If I don't have leftovers, or I'm just not feeling what I have in the fridge maybe for lunch, or if I haven't had time to whip something up, I will just pull out one of these from the freezer and heat it up, maybe add some veggies or some sliced up fruit for lunch. So I have the chicken enchilada suiza, the cheese ravioli, and the Vermont white cheddar mac and cheese. When it comes to organizing my kitchen, I don't think I have really any special systems or really even any special containers. In fact, my containers do not match. I have jars that don't match. I have bins that don't match. A lot of times they're things that I have repurposed from other areas of the house or other things we were using them for. I have several things that I purchased years ago that I just keep kind of moving around to different spots as our needs for them change. I get asked about these bins almost every time I do like a grocery haul or a fridge clean out or organization. These came from Dollar Tree and I've had them for years. I mean, I might have purchased them when we first moved to this house, which has been over 6 years now. I'm pretty sure they still have something similar. They might be in like with the school supplies, because I think they're, you know, that's what people think of them as, office supplies. But I have kept them in my fridge, and I usually put little cheeses or little snack bars or just like little individual items like that that are easy to get lost in the fridge and that make like lunch packing and snack grabbing super, super easy, especially for my kids. So if you ever get caught up in the comparison game thinking that you need like really special containers or you need to purchase some elaborate system to organize your household, I'm here to tell you that that's not what I do. You can do it probably with what you have on hand, or maybe spending a very minimal amount at some place like Dollar Tree, repurposing containers that you have. It doesn't have to look perfect. It just has to function the way that is going to work for your family. YouTube thinks you want to watch this video. If not though, maybe try that one. And be sure to check back. I've got lots of really great content planned for August with regular, real ideas from regular, real mom.